Imagine a marketplace filled with products, from apples to electronics, and a crowd of shoppers, each with their own tastes, preferences, and budget constraints. At first glance, consumer decisions might seem random or based purely on habit. However, utility theory provides a framework to explain, predict, and even influence these choices. At its core, utility theory assumes that people are rational actors who seek to maximize their satisfaction or utility, given a set of constraints. Utility is a measure of the satisfaction or happiness that a consumer derives from consuming goods and services. Each time a consumer purchases or uses a product, it gives them a certain level of utility. But resources are scarce, budgets and time are limited. Faced with a nearly endless array of choices, consumers must compare the benefit, or marginal utility, of one product against another. Marginal utility is the additional satisfaction gained from consuming one more unit of a good or service. As we consume more units, typically, the marginal utility decreases, a principle known as the law of diminishing marginal utility. For example, the first slice of pizza when hungry brings great satisfaction, but by the fourth or fifth, the extra satisfaction decreases. How do consumers decide what to buy and in what quantity? Utility theory posits that individuals allocate their resources where the ratio of marginal utility to price, marginal utility per dollar spent, is equal across all products. This is called the equimarginal principle. If the marginal utility per dollar spent is higher for one good than another, the consumer will shift spending toward the higher utility item until balance is reached. Let's follow Sarah, a typical student with $10 to spend on snacks for a study session. She considers buying apples $1 each and chocolate bars $2 each. From experience, she knows her first apple brings 10 units of utility, the second 8, and the third 6. For chocolates, her first brings 16 units, the second 12, and the third 4. She calculates utility per dollar for each choice. For the first apple, 10 utility / $1 equals 10. First chocolate, 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. She chooses an apple. After her first apple, she recalculates. Next apple is 8 divided by 1 is equal to 8. Chocolate is still 8. She can now choose either, and so she decides based on her mood or other preferences. She repeats the process until her $10 is spent, allocating her resources to maximize total utility. This methodical approach, though often subconscious, underpins the rational consumer model. Utility theory also allows for the introduction of preferences via ordinal utility, where consumers can rank options but not assign specific values. Even so, the goal remains maximization of satisfaction within their budget. Economists use utility theory to understand demand curves, predict market behavior, and design pricing strategies. Critics argue that the theory does not account for irrational behavior, psychological factors, or social influences which often affect real-world decisions. Newer frameworks, like behavioral economics, attempt to bridge these gaps by introducing biases and heuristics into the utility model. Yet, even with its limitations, utility theory remains a foundational tool in economics, providing a clear lens to examine how and why consumers make choices every day, balancing wants and needs, preferences and prices, until the final purchase is made.